Emerald, I too am an adult, which means I will treat you how I please. So there. However, I in no way, shape, or form called your videos boring. They are anything but. I was just merely remarking on what you can use a banana for in a video. You, on the other hand, called my banana thing disgusting. Hurt. That really hurt. See what you made me do? You made me cry. I'm very, very sorry to hear about your camera woes. That really sucks. 40-second clips? That really sucks. Your camera's memory card needs a beating. And I do admire your determination to make a video. I really, really do. I have to say, your idea for the tags in our video are hilarious. Why? Because it amused me to no end that the cat ran around the tree sounds like those books that you give little kids when they're first starting to read. I think my next tag will be Jane ran. Jane ran fast. Jane ran fast after the cat around the tree. You think they would accept that as one long tag? In regards to you not being able to get a new book, that was the most depressing thing I've ever heard. So I'm going to make you a deal. When you come down in December or whenever you come down, I pledge, I solemnly swear right now, to take you to a bookstore and buy you 3 books of your choosing. I cannot have a fellow bookworm not having supplies of books. It'd just be a crime against humanity. Of course, a lot of your problem seems to be you don't have the time to read them. I wish there was something I could do about that. By the way, your whole sexy Jean thing reminded me of this.
Bop it bop bop. Ooh. Bop it bop bop. Yeah. Bop it bop bop. Bop it bop bop. New jeans.
I am such a YouTube nerd. It's a good thing that you went shopping. I too went shopping today, and yesterday, and Monday, and Friday. I have a problem. I just can't stop shopping lately. I can't do it. I can't do it. So what did I choose to spend my money on today? A new pair of vampire fangs to replace the ones that I tried to mold and failed epically. A package of footless tights. And the most freaking awesome belt in the world. Look at that. It's reversible. And it's plaid. Red and black plaid, to be exact. Oh yeah. And my favorite purchase of the day. You know how I've been wearing the same pair of Converse sneakers for about 4 years and never wearing any other sneakers? Well, that ends today. Why? Say goodbye to the old grungy black Chucks. They've been replaced by something better. I have bright red Chucks. I love them. I love them. They're brand new. I love the shoe. Ooh. Better not do that. Now, while we agreed to read Paper Towns on Skype, we didn't agree on whether or not to read The Ghosts on 87th Lane, just on Skype. And seeing as you're not on right now as I'm making this video, I'm going to read our next little part of the ghost story. Now, the title of this section is called Our Ghost Says Hi. And so it began. On a fine May morning, we moved in lock, stock, barrel, and mortgage. The birds were singing, the sun was shining, and everything was going according to schedule. Paul's parents took the kids for the day, and we had 2 couples helping us move. We worked very hard all day, setting up beds and putting away the toys, clothing, and kitchen items. By late afternoon, the house was in order. Our helpers went home, our children were returned, and we were thoroughly exhausted. I took Chris and Scott up the stairs, settled them in their beds, and plugged in their little 15-watt lamp. We said prayers and shared kisses and hugs, and Scott asked if we were going to sleep in our other house tomorrow night. I smiled at my sleepy little son's question. "This is our house now, honey." He said, "No, our real house. I don't like this house." I wanted to say me neither, but I assured him things would look differently in the morning when he could bring out all his toys. I left the cheerful circle of light and made my way past the creepy cubbyhole down the dark stairway, sliding my hands along the paneling for stability. We have to get a handrail as soon as possible, I thought. These steps are an accident waiting to happen. Foreshadowing, probably, maybe. We'll see later on in the book. Paul nursed a beer, and I gulped down a bottle of Diet Right before we fell into bed. My husband is usually asleep before his head hits the pillow. I, on the other hand, have trouble falling asleep since the kids were born. Although we were bone tired, we sleepily discussed the phone company coming out the next morning and then kissed goodnight. As we dozed off, our ears were bombarded with the sounds of boxes moving around and objects hitting the floor above us. "What's wrong with those darn kids?" Paul asked. "Why aren't they asleep? It sounds like they're up there playing." I replied, "They're in a strange house, you know. I'll go up and see what's going on." I climbed those awful steps and headed to the opposite side of the long room, only to find both children sound asleep. Hint: if you suspect your children are playing possum, try leaning over them till your face is about half an inch away from theirs. If they are goofing around, they will open their eyes and giggle. If they are fast asleep, they won't move. I left the glow of their friendly nightlight once more and trudged ever so carefully down the stairs. This scene was repeated 2 or more times within the next 5 minutes. Paul was getting more short-tempered by the second. The noises were growing louder, and he was actually having trouble falling asleep. He threatened to go upstairs and paddle the kids' behinds, so I made one more trip and still found no explanation for the noises. When I crawled back into bed for the 3rd time, I informed my irritated husband, "The kids are sound asleep, and for your information, there are no boxes up there. Everything was put away. Go up there and see for yourself." I don't think he heard me, though. He was snoring away like crazy. Great, another noise to keep me awake. I racked my brain, wondering how it could be so quiet upstairs and so noisy down here. While the loud thumps and scratching noises cavorted above our bedroom, I explored every plausible explanation till I fell asleep. The next thing I knew, someone was pounding on the back door, the sun was streaming through the windows, and the kids were in our bedroom, announcing that there was a phone truck in the driveway. "Night, Em. I'll talk to you tomorrow." "And why would I judge if your bed isn't made?" "Mine's covered in crap."